Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about something that just happened with Cyberpunk. Now, what just happened? You might be asking yourself, well, Cyberpunk just released a statement on their Twitter account that has to do with a lot of the bugs and the glitches that people have been finding with the game on release. Now, look, Cyberpunk 2077 is a game that people have been waiting for a long time. I mean a long time since I think since it was first announced. People have been looking forward to this game, and then when that first trailer came out and people saw, the kind of game it was, people just got even more excited. They could not wait to play this game. And then, of course, CD Projekt Red came out with a release date for Cyberpunk 2077, but then that release date got delayed. At first, I think if I'm remembering correctly, it was supposed to have been released in April of this year. But then, of course, they came out and then they said, I can't remember if it was April of this year or April 2019, but it originally was supposed to be released in April. No, I think it was this year. But then, of course, it got delayed to September. Now, a lot of us have said, look, we understand why you have to delay a game. We understand because, look, we will always wait for a game to come out. We're always willing to wait because at least we know that when we are asked to wait, it's because there are still some things that need to be fixed about the game. And we know that that wait will be worth it because when the game finally comes out, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It'll be well worth the wait. But then, of course, cut to, September. And then, of course, they came out with another statement saying that, oh, I'm sorry, guys, we have to delay the game again. And the release date got pushed to November. And then when we got close to November, the release date, it got delayed again to December. December 10th, to be precisely, which is 4 days. We're 4 days removed from the official release date of Cyberpunk 2077. Now, a lot of people have been really excited for Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of people have pre-ordered the game. A lot of people have went out to buy it on day one. But unfortunately, it seems like the wait was definitely not worth it because people have just constantly gone on and on about how their game just keeps crashing. Their game keeps showing a ton of bugs. It keeps glitching. And it completely ruins their enjoyment of the game. And it makes them wonder, why the hell did we wait all this time? Why did we wait all this time? But now, granted, there are some people who have said that, according to their experience, yeah, they found a few glitches, but overall it didn't really affect their game. But then we found out what was going on behind why some people said that their experiences were better than others, is because we found out that some people were playing the game on PC and a really high-end PC, and some people were playing the game on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Whereas a lot of the people, the majority of the people who have been reporting all these bugs, all these glitches, all these crashes, have been playing it on the PS4 and the Xbox One, or is it the Xbox One X? Whatever. It's the one that got released with the PS4. God, I fucking hate these Xbox names. So it turns out that when it comes to the base PS4 and the base Xbox One or Xbox One X, it seems like that's where most of the problems are. It seems like this game was just not meant to run on last gen consoles. And people have been wondering why that's the case, because this game was originally supposed to be released on the PS4 or the PS4 Pro and then the Xbox One and then the Xbox One X. That's what this game was originally supposed to be on. Like, that was supposed to be the base game. And then, of course, it would get upgraded so it could accommodate the hardware of the PS5 and then the Xbox Series X, which is supposed to be the next gen consoles that got released this year. And then, of course, you have the game on PC. If you have a really high-end PC, then obviously you'd be able to play the game at its absolute best maximum settings. But originally, it was supposed to run perfectly fine on the PS4. And then, of course, people, if they want, they can upgrade it to the PS5. That's what they promised us. But now it seems like that's not the case, and we'll get to why that is in just a second. But I just want to draw your attention to this tweet that was posted by the Cyberpunk 2077 official Twitter account. Listen to this. We are truly humbled that so many of you trusted us and decided to support Cyberpunk 2077 before the release. Even 8 million thank yous isn't enough. The journey has just begun and we are hard at work on the upcoming fixes and updates to the game. See you in Night City. And then you can see right here the first person to reply, how could you know it couldn't run it? It was literally made for and marketed for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Okay, so it's the Xbox One. Its first release dates were way before next-gen consoles launched. Yes, that is indeed true. That is indeed true. It was originally marketed for the PS4 and the Xbox One. That's the original goal. That, like, they originally intended for this game to run on the PS4, and everything they showed us all indicated to what you were going to get, even if you just had the PS4, even if you were someone like me who couldn't get the PS5 because every single store just keeps running out of stock. It would have been fine because you could still play the game on the PS4 you already have at home. And then when you finally do get a PS5, you can upgrade the game, which they announced you'd be able to get for free, by the way. Which is, again, why a lot of people love CD Projekt Red. That's how it was supposed to go. But now, it seems like that's not the case. And when they put out this statement, it's going to get a lot of people to lose faith in Cyberpunk 2077. So let's get to the official announcement. I've kept you waiting long enough. This is the official announcement posted by CD Projekt Red. Dear gamers, first of all, we would like to start by apologizing to you for not showing the game on base last-gen consoles before it premiered, and in consequence, not allowing you to make a more informed decision about your purchase. We should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 on Xbox One. Okay, let's just stop right here for a second. We'll get to the rest, but let's just stop right here for a second. First things first. There is one thing that I would like to address before we get to everything else. That's this right here. First of all, we would like to start by apologizing to you. Just this right here. I will admit, I will give CD Projekt Red this. At the very least, they're willing to do something which not a lot of game development companies are willing to do. They are willing to actually, at the very least, apologize to their fan base, to their customers, even if maybe that apology isn't really, all that sincere, and if it's just, it's just for PR. Okay, let's get to the rest. For not showing the game on base last-gen consoles before it premiered, and in consequence not allowing you to make a more informed decision about your purchase, we should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So they just basically admitted that they did not give this game enough attention to make sure that it runs perfectly on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. The platforms that they said that they were targeting for. They told us that this game was originally meant for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. That was the goal. And everything they showed us made us think that this is what we were going to get on launch day on our PS4s, because not everyone is going to have a PS5. In fact, I don't think when they were still working on this game, the PS5 wasn't even announced yet. It sucks. Like, I don't understand why they thought that this was okay. So let's continue. Second, we will fix bugs and crashes and improve the overall experience. The first round of updates has just been released, which, by the way, I don't know how that's going, by the way. And the next one is coming within the next 7 days. Expect more, as we will update frequently whenever new improvements are ready. After the holidays, we'll continue working. We'll release 2 large patches, starting with patch number 1 in January. This will be followed by patch number 2 in February. Together, these should fix the most prominent problems gamers are facing on last-gen consoles. We will be informing you about the contents of each patch ahead of their release. They won't make the game on last-gen look like it's running on a high-spec PC or next-gen console, but it will be closer to that experience than it is now. Okay, let's just stop right here for a second and unpack all of this. First of all, the fact that they said that they're going to be releasing 2 large patches, one in January and then one the next month in February, tells me that this game should have definitely been delayed. This game should have definitely been delayed to March at least. Because if this is indeed true, this sounds like something that should have been taken care of well before release. This isn't something you release. This isn't something you do after you release the game. Like, yeah, I mean, did they not think that if they had just waited, like, yeah, I get it. There were a lot of people online whom every single time they delayed the game have been whining and crying like, I get it, I get it. Okay, believe me, you've been waiting a long time for this game, and the last thing you want is to hear that it's been delayed when it was close to the release date that they announced for so long. I understand that, but most of us understood that when a company delays a game, it's because there are still problems that need to be addressed, and we know that in the long run, it's what's best, because when the game finally does get released, it'll be 100% fixed. It'll be 100% the game that they promised us to be. Maybe not 100%, because again, we'll get to that in a second, but it still would have been running perfectly fine. Okay, maybe not exactly what they promised us in the marketing, but it still would have been running perfectly fine. There would have been no bugs, no glitches, no crashing through the floor, no instant crashes that make people have to restart the game. No, none of that. It would have just been working fine. It just wouldn't have been exactly what they advertised. Just not exactly what they advertised, which people would have been fine with. Okay, people would have understood that, hey, if I get the PS5, then we'll get what we want. Granted, still people will still be a little bit pissed that I have to get a PS5 in order to get the game that you originally marketed to be on the PS4 and the Xbox One. But okay, whatever. The game I have still works fine. Or if I have a high spec PC. Now, again, this right here. They won't make the game on last gen look like it's running on a high spec PC, which this I can kind of understand, because if you have a high spec PC, the PS4 is going to be nowhere near, isn't going to offer you anything close to what a high spec PC could. This I can understand. Or next gen consoles. This is the one that pisses me off a little bit. Again, you marketed it towards the PS4. Everything that you showed us in the E3 trailers and all those live streams that you did where you showed us like bits and pieces of the game, those were supposed to be what we got on the PS4. The PS5 would have given us an upgrade on what we got. The PS5 was supposed to be a nice upgrade. The PS4 version on its own should have been what we got, because that's what you told us we were getting. But now you're telling us that even with all the patches, it's still not going to look anywhere near what you guys promised us it would be on the PS4. Like, no, we still need to get a PS5 or a high-spec PC in order to get what you guys originally advertised. Oh my God, I can't believe they were this dumb. Finally, we would like everyone who buys our games to be satisfied with their purchase. We would appreciate it if you would give us a chance, but if you are not pleased with the game on your console and don't want to wait for updates, you can opt to refund your copy. For copies purchased digitally, please use the refund system of PSN or Xbox respectively. For box versions, please first try to get a refund at the store where you bought the game. Should this not be possible, please contact us at helpmerefund@cdprojectred.com, and we will do our best to help you starting from today. You can contact us for a week up until December 21st, 2020. Humbly, all the people who worked on that's their PS. PC gamers will also be getting regular updates and fixes improving the game. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. This is not good. Okay, so, and this person says it right here. They did the whole how it's servers, how it's going. Remember this article? Cyberpunk 2077 runs surprisingly well on current gen consoles, according to CD Projekt Red's CEO. I mean, it's just, again, they kept telling us that it was supposed to run perfectly on the PS4 and Xbox One, but it turns out that's not the case. And now they're telling us that they'll still patch it, which that on its own tells me that they should have delayed the game, but they didn't. And now we got what we got. And now they're going to patch it, but even with those patches, it's still not going to look anywhere near what they advertised. This is just bad. Like, this is just sad. I mean, how could they have screwed up this badly to a game that so many people have been looking forward to for years? And seriously, this is going to highly affect CD Projekt Red's credibility. Like, it's just All right, that's it. I'm going to end this video right here. Guys, let me know your thoughts as always in the comment section down below. Please remember to like the video, share the video, and make sure to click on the subscribe button if you guys like what I do here and if you want to show your support. And if you do subscribe, please remember to click on the bell icon because that will notify you whenever I post a brand new video. Thank you so much again. Please remember to stay safe and take care of yourselves and join me for the next video. Bye for now.